Good morning. Welcome to your AM Wake Up Call. I am your host, Khisha Brij'on, and today we have a very special guest joining us. He is a critically acclaimed author, a community activist, as well as an entrepreneur. We have Mr. Ke'von Gulley gracing our stage. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, and thanks for having me.
You've written books, you've opened up businesses, community activists, clothes, fashion. So let's start off with the book. You are the author of the novel Just Like Compton. So what drove you, what inspired you to write that book?
Well, I wrote that book when I was sitting in prison, and there was no books about California. They were all about other states, so I decided to do something about it.
Can you elaborate on what the book is about for our audience?
I'm growing up in the cities of Los Angeles and all the dangers and fun stuff that happened there.
Are these real life experiences?
Oh, absolutely.
Or are they?
Absolutely, it's autobiographical.
Is the sequel coming anytime soon?
Nah, not for a while.
I also noticed that you have on the Ratchets Denim. That is your company.
Yeah.
Yes.
Self-promo.
Now, what made you decide to get a sweater and just tattoo ratchets?
It was a joke. I started the company as a joke. Actually, didn't start the company. I made the sweater as a joke, as a conversation piece, and it kind of took off.
So I've seen, Deshaun Jackson and Zach Randolph wearing it, which, really impressed me. But who else?
Scarface, he wore it in a new, with DeAndre Bonds and Tyron Turner. They have a new film called The Ghetto. They wore it in that. Then Joe Moses, The Game, Tiffany Pollard. She has a new VH1 show called Queen Ratchet, and my clothes are the official clothes of the show. So, Ratchets Denim Co. is kind of doing its thing. I like it because it's paying for itself now, so.
So, small idea blew up to big thing.
In less than a year, yeah.
Okay.
9 months I had my own store, so.
That is very, very impressive. Community activism, let's talk about that a little bit. I recently read about a skateboard event that you put on in the city of Compton. We Skate Too.
We Skate Too.
We Skate Too. So what prompted you to do that?
I was going by Wilson Park, one of the more dangerous parks when I was growing up, because of the black and brown problem, Mexican and black problem in Compton. And I saw all these kids, black and brown, skating together, skateboarding, drinking out of the same bottle and hugging and high-fiving. So I said, you know what? Let me show these kids that we see them, and try to support them. And so I got on the phone and made some phone calls, and in less than 40 days, I threw the biggest skateboard event, probably event period that Compton's ever seen. 210 kids showed up.
But what was the initial spark behind it? Because, a lot of people see things and say they want to help or they want to do something, but no one ever really does it, or very few.
Right.
Actually do it. So what is the drive behind making sure you give back to your community, your people, your area?
I was part of the problem. I was like, the system that's broken, I helped break it. I helped poison young men into thinking that, the gang life was a way of life. So now that I've changed my life, it's my job. It's not even a choice. It's my job to go and undo some of the things that I did, the ones that I can undo. Activists, not community mouth, community activists. It means you have to put action behind your words.
So what makes you different, Mr. Gulley? What makes you different between the next person that says, you know what, I think I want to write a book, or I think I want to start a clothing line, or I think I want to be an activist? What makes you different?
I'm not with all the talking. When I was doing negative stuff, I wasn't with the talking. That's why my name was ringing in a negative way when I was 12, 13, 14, because I was with the activities. So now that I'm doing positive stuff, I took that same negative energy and the same plight, and I channeled it to doing positive stuff, or stuff that's going to help me, feed my daughter.
Give the people your information.
The easiest way to find me is social media. So at Ratchets Denim Co. on Instagram and Twitter, or Ratchets Denim Co. on Facebook, or Ke'von Gulley, my actual name, Ke'von Gulley. To purchase a sweater, you can just come down to the store. It's at 1842 North Bullis, Compton, California, 90221.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time. And that is all that we have for you today on the Wake Up Call. Until next time, ciao.